So hi, welcome to building a bolt action pen provided you have a lathe. I call these pen nices because they are pens and nice. Yeah, should go about $30. Basically finished. After a little bit of oil, the mechanism is good. The thing I like how it sticks out a little bit, not too much. The rendering, my cameraman wanted that one, but yeah, and it rides like a charm. If you have a lathe and you want to do some pen thing, I don't know, you can do something like this in brass. You need first of all some brass tubing or some brass full stock. This is 10 millimeter by 1 millimeter wall thickness, and you need at least 14 centimeters, maybe a little bit less in length. So this is really good enough. You need an arbor, so just some stainless or steel part. This is not that important, but a little bit pen for me. To make a nice and easy bolt action part, you need like a hole saw like this with I don't know how this is called. We put it in the somewhere, and a spring for the springy part in the pen. I don't know if you can see that. Refill, obviously. This, you can turn this yourself obviously, but this is really cheap to buy in China. It's 2.5 millimeters by 10 millimeters, I think. So, and you need this one. This is surprisingly expensive, like 20 cents per piece. It's stainless steel, 10 millimeters 8 millimeters wide, so it fits in the tubing. If you want thicker tubing, you can do this part and other, or you can turn yourself. If you have a lathe, you can do it, but I don't know, it's not really worth it. And there's a thread inside, through and through, but you can, I don't know, you can do it yourself. This. So if you have a lathe, probably you have these, but if you want to do knurling, you need some knurling tool, any kind, just some plain cutting tool. Doesn't matter how big or small, you're just doing some light cutting. But you need, what I forgot is this thing that I made myself. This is just a steel bar with a big roller bearing, on the one side. That's how I formed the brass. So, and some protective gear maybe. Depends how. Probably you don't need it, but what? Yeah, das ist das. Jetzt kannst du den beenden. So, just the tip is how I form the tip of the pen. I don't think anyone else does it that way. I think it's the best way to do it, but yeah, I just turn both wheels at the same time to form the tip. Yeah, the arbor is inside, as you can see, written on the screen. So now we made like this, and we formed a lot of it, but I want to give it no chance of cracking or something, and I saw a chip coming out, so I'm going to heat it up with just a torch. That's probably enough, I guess. Und jetzt drehen wir die Spitze einmal. We turn the tip. a pretty aggressive burr, and then we can test how big the hole is, and the hole is so thin that we can't put the refill in. That's a good thing, because we can widen it later better than we can just precisely hit it. So now we are done. We could always make more changes to the tip, but I think it's good as it is. Now we put the hole saw in the chuck, and we're going to put a hole in here. And the hole needs to be a little bit further that way than the refill is when it's outside. So that's the most critical operation of the whole thing, and I am not sure myself. So yeah, I'm going to put 500 is fine, 400 RPM, and yeah, let's going to feed in a little bit at a time by hand. Put the C in there. Focusing a little bit further away. The C, and it's going to be a little bit nicer when we are filing it. But I wanted to show how it fits in here. So that's how you can imagine it. And you could do this on a drill press, but it needs to be really, really rigid, everything, because otherwise it will be a really interrupted cut. And now we're going to cut it off here somewhere with like a pipe cutter or with your lathe. I don't know. If you have a lathe, you probably can do that part. Yeah, that's it. Now you see me do some basic filing in the inside and deburring, and I scuff it up a little bit. Put everything inside. The spring is in here, the refill is in here, and the stainless steel, I don't know how you call it. You push it until you have the desired stick out of the tip, if you see that. And you make yourself, if that's the case, you make yourself a mark. So you have the exact point you have to drill the hole for the bolt. So I marked this, so I want this stick out. So now I'm going to assemble it. So the spring and the thing, or however you call it, and then the plunger, I don't know, and the grub screw comes up here, and you can use the grub screw and the thing to guide this. And now you can put the bolt inside here, tighten the grub screw a little bit, and you are done.